Welcome everyone to this journey of discovering the art of letting things happen without forcing them, a concept deeply rooted in both ancient Stoic philosophies and the epic narratives of Greek mythology. In this video, we will explore how the heroic wisdom of legendary figures can illuminate the path to a less stressful and more harmonious life. How many times do we find ourselves fighting against the current, trying to control every aspect of our lives? This relentless effort not only exhausts us but can also become an obstacle that prevents us from truly achieving success and happiness. True wisdom, as Stoicism teaches us, lies not so much in controlling every single event, but in knowing how to accept what we cannot change, appreciating and fully living what life offers us. Through the example of mythological figures such as Persephone, who accepts her fate between the contrasts of light and darkness, we can learn the value of release and acceptance. These stories not only enrich our imagination, but also provide us with valuable lessons on how to face daily challenges with balance and inner strength. So let's embark together on this journey of discovery as we explore 5 fundamental Stoic principles applied to modern life. Each principle will offer us a new perspective on how to improve our approach to adversity, relationships, and personal goals, with the aim of leading a richer and more fulfilling life. In Greek mythology, Hercules' journey through the 12 labors symbolizes not only the struggle against external adversities, but also the process of freeing oneself from internal barriers, such as habits and ties that hold him back. During the capture of the Erymanthian boar, one of his 12 labors, Hercules teaches us a crucial lesson. Instead of defeating the boar with brute force as he initially attempted, Hercules realizes he must adopt a different approach. This episode shows us how, when faced with persistent problems, insisting on methods that don't work can only aggravate the situation. Hercules' ability to adapt and find new strategies reflects the importance of recognizing when it's necessary to change tactics in order to effectively overcome challenges. Similarly, Stoicism urges us to recognize and release what is toxic in our lives. Whether it's unhealthy relationships, stressful work environments, or self-destructive habits, holding on to these elements prevents us from progressing toward a more serene and productive life. Accepting the need to free ourselves from the chains of dependencies and harmful relationships requires courage and honesty, but the result is a more authentic existence aligned with our true values. Stoic philosophy teaches us that true freedom comes from accepting control only over what is truly in our hands: our reactions, our thoughts, and our actions. By distancing ourselves from what is toxic, we open up to new possibilities for personal growth and well-being. It's a process that, while difficult, brings renewed energy and a renewed sense of purpose. This principle of letting go encourages us to continually examine and reevaluate our choices and priorities, inspiring us to make room in our lives only for what is truly healthy and constructive. Athena, goddess of wisdom, faced challenges with unshakable calm, demonstrating that true strength emerges in maintaining clarity, even in moments of great uncertainty. Her ability to look beyond the present and plan prudently teaches us that we need not fear the impossibility of the return of happy times in our lives. Athena shows us that with wisdom and patience, happiness can not only be reclaimed, but also surpassed in quality and duration. In line with the Stoic approach, this principle pushes us to view fear as an obstacle that can be overcome with understanding and acceptance. The fear that happiness is a fleeting or unrepeatable experience ties us to an attitude of anxiety and passivity, preventing us from fully enjoying the present and properly preparing for the future. The Stoic concept of living in the present is crucial here. Being focused on the here and now without being overwhelmed by anxieties about the future allows us to make the most of every moment in our lives. This doesn't mean ignoring tomorrow, but rather facing each day with renewed hope and an active commitment to well-being. Stoicism also teaches us that it's natural to go through periods of sadness and loss, but these do not have to define our entire existence. Like Athena, we can use our intelligence and resources to recreate and even improve upon our past states of happiness. The Stoic acceptance of life's variability frees us from fear and opens us to new possibilities for joy and satisfaction. Recognizing that every phase of life brings unique lessons and opportunities allows us to let go of fear and embrace each new day with courage and optimism. Happiness is not a safe harbor, but a journey that we continue to build every day through our actions and decisions. In the rich tapestry of Greek mythology, the story of Echo, the nymph who lost her voice due to her unrequited infatuation with Narcissus, serves as a powerful metaphor. Echo, reduced to only repeating the last words of others, symbolizes the loss of identity and direction when we cling to something or someone that does not truly belong to us. Her story teaches us the importance of recognizing when it is time to let go, so as not to lose ourselves. In Stoic practice, letting go of what is not for us is essential to maintaining the integrity of our character and direction in life. The desire to hold on to situations, relationships, or careers that no longer reflect our values can only lead to growing internal dissonance and a less authentic life. Stoics like Epictetus emphasize that we should invest our energy only in what is under our direct control, primarily our actions, thoughts, and reactions. By accepting that some things, people, or paths simply are no longer part of our journey, we can free mental and emotional resources to dedicate to what truly enriches and satisfies us. This principle doesn't imply giving up on our dreams or aspirations, but rather making conscious choices about what is worth pursuing based on the person we have become. It's an invitation to examine with honesty and courage our current circumstances and make room in our lives for new beginnings. Letting go of what is not for us opens the door to possibilities that were previously obscure or inaccessible. In this way, we can find greater serenity and discover paths that resonate more deeply with our current values and aspirations. The liberation from what holds us back is not only an act of courage, but also an essential step toward a fuller and more satisfying life. Prometheus, the titan who defied the gods to bring fire to men, is a symbol of the search for truth despite painful consequences. His eternal punishment, chained to a rock with an eagle devouring his liver each day, represents the suffering that sometimes accompanies the acceptance of truth. Prometheus teaches us that accepting reality, no matter how difficult or painful, is fundamental to human progress and growth. Similarly, Stoicism encourages us to confront reality and build the foundations of our lives on what is authentic and sustainable, rather than on illusions or unfounded hopes. This Stoic principle supports the importance of facing the truth, even when it may lead to moments of discomfort or pain. It is through this process that we can free ourselves from the constraints of our erroneous perceptions and unrealistic expectations. Acceptance of the truth allows us to make more conscious choices and invest our energy in actions that have a real impact on our lives. Instead of wasting our resources on futile attempts to change what is immutable, we can focus on what we can actually improve and control. This attitude of openness and acceptance not only lightens the burden of disappointments, but also creates space for new possibilities. When we stop fighting against reality, we begin to cooperate with it, and this allows us to live more harmoniously and satisfactorily. It is a liberation that invites us to a more authentic and resilient existence, ready to face challenges with renewed clarity and strength. The myth of Demeter and Persephone vividly illustrates this principle. Persephone's loss, abducted by Hades, led Demeter to deep despair, but also to the creation of the seasons, marking eternal renewal and the possibility of new beginnings. This myth emphasizes that every ending is accompanied by the dawn of new opportunities. In Stoicism, acceptance of change and the ability to adapt are seen as essential to psychological well-being. Recognizing that the closure of one phase of life is not only inevitable, but also favorable, allows us to open new doors with hope and optimism. The end of a relationship, a career change, or even the loss of a habit may seem devastating, but at the same time, they free up energy and resources to explore new paths. Embracing these transitions as an integral part of our journey prepares us to make the most of what the future holds, embracing each new chapter of our lives with confidence and enthusiasm. In this journey through the art of Stoicism and the wisdom of Greek mythology, we have explored how accepting, adapting, and opening up to life's many facets can transform our everyday experience. The stories of mythological figures such as Persephone and Prometheus have illustrated how acceptance and renewal are fundamental concepts, embodying the spirit of Stoicism and the art of letting things follow their natural course. Recognizing that every end can mark the beginning of something new, and that the truth, however difficult it may be, sets us free, allows us to live with renewed clarity and strength. Instead of resisting change, we learn to flow with it, embracing every new opportunity with openness and trust. These Stoic principles, combined with the immortal tales of mythology, offer us not only life lessons, but also comfort in knowing that our path is filled with constant transformations and possibilities. As we continue to explore these teachings, we can find not only inner peace, but also the strength to face challenges with serenity and determination. If this video has inspired you to reflect and perhaps change the way you see and live your life, we invite you to leave a like and share your experience in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss future videos, where we will continue to explore life philosophies that can enrich every day. Thank you for following us, and remember, in life, as in Stoicism, what we embrace and how we adapt can define the beauty of our journey.